Anybody ever feel like they couldn't do it? They just wanted to give up? They said, you know, this is enough for me. Like, this is too hard. That professor tripping, always the professor tripping. Right? Right? I said, yeah, she said they are. Come talk to me after I did it. But we always want, we want to quit. But what I realized is it doesn't matter if I ever wanted to quit. What matters is, did I quit? And the answer is no. And I know you guys haven't quit because I don't think they'll invite you guys to this dinner if you quit. So I don't think so. But I say that because I made the decision to quit. And I was walking back and forth and I was praying. I said, God, please give me a sign, because if you don't give me a sign, that's it. I'm returning the loan money and I'm out of here. I go back to working for the YMCA, Youth and Family Services, as a social worker and trying to find my clients resources that I probably could use for myself. So I'll go ahead and I'll go do that. I said, unless you give me that sign, unless you do something that's clear as day, okay, not a dove flying by or nothing like that, like that don't help me. Like, I need to hear your voice, because if I don't hear your voice, it's a done deal for me. And so I went to go pick up my kids from daycare. And when I went to pick up my daughter, both my kids, I was driving in the car. When I'm driving in the car, I'm crying. And we all have tried to protect our kids from certain situations. We don't want them to know that either we're struggling, we don't want them to know that we're hurting, that we're in pain, not because we want to show we're too strong, but because it's not a 5-year-old's fault that certain things are going on. So you try to protect them. Are we on the same page? Right? We try to protect them. So I'm driving in the car, and as I'm driving in the car, I'm crying. And so I decided to put on my rap music, Young Jeezy. Young Jeezy was in the car. I'm driving. Young Jeezy didn't help me, so I turned Young Jeezy off. I put on the country music. That was oh my God, that was a bad idea. That is so depressing, that country stuff. And oh, he done left me. Yeah, he did leave me. You don't need to get mad. So you're listening to the country, that didn't work. Young Jeezy didn't work. So then I put on the kids bop, because I'm like, okay, let's come through, Miley. Come on through, Miley. Miley Cyrus didn't come through, so I had to turn it off. So by the time I pulled up to the drive-through at my kids' daycare, I got it together. My son runs up to me, mommy, 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 gives me a hug. My daughter runs up to me, mommy, 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 gives me a hug. By this time, she's back calling me mommy, right? Not Sade. So she gives me a hug. Both my kids give me a hug. I take them to the car, and when I take them to the car, I strap them in. And when I strap them in, I turn around, I put my car in reverse, put my hand up here because I'm short, so I need a little extra. And so I turn my head, and as I turn my head, I lock eyes with my daughter. And my daughter says to me, Mommy, you're strong. At that time, my daughter was maybe 2 years old. She said to me, Mommy, you're strong. See, that was what I asked for. I asked for that clear as day sign. I said that if you don't give it to me, I'm dropping out. How many of us have been through situations and have made those same demands, and then here it comes. There's a sign that's coming, and sometimes we don't look at it. Sometimes we just throw it away. We say, oh no, that's not the sign. No, it is the sign. I think my daughter saying, Mommy, you're strong, was the sign. You see, my daughter was used as a vessel. And there are certain people and certain things in your life that are being used as a vessel. And you have got to get to a point where you can see what the vessel is pouring out. My daughter was pouring out strength into me. She gave me strength. And I'm here to tell each and every one of you who are here, I want you to understand that you are strong, that no one can stop you, that you are courageous. Strong and courageous is something that you are. In order to raise kids by yourself, you don't have a choice but to be strong. You don't have a choice but to be courageous. You don't have a choice but to push through. And I'm here to tell you, you've got to push your way through because you are strong. There is nothing that can measure your strength because they haven't created it yet. There's no way. You're off the charts right now. You are here. You are doing it. You are making it. You are creating a new generation. You are creating something that your family is going to go back and look at years from now and say, Mom did that. Dad did that. They created this. They made this what it is now. This is our new normal.